Money for you, money for you, money for you, money for you. You better come get a Beast Burger.
I'm sorry for making you wait. Here's $100.
Oh, thank you.
You might want to give another 100. It's going to be a second. Chris said it'll be a second. Here's another 100.
Thousands of people crowded the American Dream Mall in East Rutherford for a restaurant opening.
YouTube star MrBeast, whose real name is Jimmy Donaldson, has more than 100 million subscribers, and now he's got a burger joint, his first brick-and-mortar restaurant.
It's December 19th, and just ordered this, and it's 10:26 p.m. in Arizona. Ordered from the Val Vista baseline location, and got raw meat.
Back in 2022, MrBeast's burger empire was everywhere, more than 2,000 spots across the globe and pulling in hundreds of millions every single year. But by 2025, that empire wasn't a powerhouse anymore. It was basically a walking ghost. The last few locations were barely hanging on. The company behind it was coming after MrBeast for $100 million, and almost every restaurant had shut down. Right now, there's literally only one real dine-in MrBeast burger left, tucked inside a mall in New Jersey.
Money for you, money for you, money for you, money for you. You better come get a Beast Burger.
I'm sorry for making you wait. Here's $100.
Oh, thank you.
You might want to give another 100. It's going to be a second. Chris said it'll be a second. Here's another 100.
It's a burger and some money. All right, it's nice meeting you. Here you go. Enjoy.
Dude, I don't have any burgers right now, but here's $100.
Thank you, bro. Yeah, man. This is the car I buy. I bought that car this morning on an impulse to give away, and since you got sideswiped, I thought we might as well give it to you.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
No, because I was just sitting there complaining about how I was going to get my car fixed. Thank you.
No problem. Are you crying? Oh, she's gonna make me cry.
I don't get nothing, like, for real, I work hard for everything I got. I don't get nothing handed to me.
Oh my gosh, I can't handle this.
So today we're breaking down the wild collapse of Beast Burger, how it went from a YouTube master move to please don't serve this to people in less than 3 years. To be fair, the original launch was unreal, December 2020. Everything's locked down, restaurants are crashing, people are stressed, and suddenly Jimmy drops a video titled, "I opened a restaurant that pays you to eat at it." He's out there handing people burgers and cash like it's nothing. Sorry for the wait, here's $100. Here's a free iPad. Here's a car. And while all that chaos is happening, he announces MrBeast Burger with more than 300 locations on day one. By the end of the rollout, they had around 1,700 ghost kitchens across multiple countries, all running through Uber Eats, DoorDash, and whatever app you could think of.
Where's MrBeast Burger? How many of them do you have?
Right now, we don't have any physical. We have 1,600 virtual restaurants.
So you order it online and then they deliver it?
Yeah, so like, let's say you own a mom and pop restaurant. You literally just sign up, go through the course, you learn how to make all the stuff on a menu, and you just order our ingredients and our packaging, and then you just flick it on Uber Eats, DoorDash, Grubhub, and you can start taking orders, and we let you keep a majority of the revenue. So it's basically like, it's a win-win for restaurants, especially when COVID first hit. It was like huge for a lot of restaurants because I was pushing it really hard back then. And like some restaurants, you were literally laying off people, and then they started serving Beast Burger, and some of them doing like 10 grand a week.
And honestly, the idea sounded sharp. Instead of building actual restaurants, MrBeast teamed up with a company called Virtual Dining Concepts. They slid his menu into existing kitchens, random diners, chain restaurants, small spots, whoever had space, so they could cook Beast Burger recipes. MrBeast brought the brand, the hype, and the massive audience. The restaurants provided the staff, the kitchen, and the ingredients, and the delivery apps handled the rest. For restaurants struggling during COVID, this was a legit lifeline. They got extra orders, Beast Burger gained instant nationwide presence, and Jimmy looked like the guy who saved restaurants while selling millions of burgers. And for a while, it really worked. The launch trended #1 on Twitter, fans overloaded delivery apps, and by 2022, the chain reportedly brought in over $100 million in revenue. On paper, it looked like the smartest business move a creator had ever pulled off, but behind the scenes, that speed run to disaster had already started. Here's the real problem with ghost kitchens. You're not controlling the food, you're only controlling the vibe, and the vibe does not cook burgers the same way every time.
It's December 19th, and just ordered this, and it's 10:26 p.m. in Arizona. Ordered from the Val Vista baseline location, and got raw meat.
I investigated secret ghost kitchens, starting off with Beast Burger, which according to Google Maps runs ghost kitchens out of gas stations, Thai restaurants, and even Mexican restaurants, and it turns out this was semi-true, as they were slinging Beast Burgers out of all these places, even inside of a Friendly's. After this I had Tender Shack, which is a popular Uber Eats chicken spot, and it turns out they were just making these out of an Outback Steakhouse. Even crazier is that it was the same exact chicken as they were using in their kids' meal. Pardon My Cheesesteak was up next, which is a virtual kitchen owned by Barstool employees, and I saw that it was served out of IHOP, and I thought it would at least be a separate cheesesteak from IHOP's cheesesteak, but turns out to be the same exact thing. The conspiracy ran even deeper though, because It's Just Wings, a popular DoorDash restaurant, is just Chili's wings repackaged, and Conviction Chicken, a popular Uber Eats restaurant, is just Friday's wings repackaged. Even Chuck E. Cheese has a restaurant called Pasquale's Pizza that runs out of there, and spoiler alert, it's the same exact pizza as Chuck E. Cheese's. And the weirdest part of all of this is that none of the workers that I confronted seemed to have any clue that this was happening right under their noses in their very own restaurants' kitchens. Very strange.
Beast Burgers were being made inside hundreds of completely different kitchens, so quality turned into a coin toss. Some people got decent food, others opened their bags to find burgers that were straight up raw in the middle, missing ingredients, sloppy builds, stuff that looked nothing like the promo photos, more like someone tried to sketch a burger from memory instead of actually cooking it. People were posting TikToks of the Impossible Beast-style burger looking like some weird Krabby Patty mod from an old PS2 game. One customer even said they felt like they let their kids down after opening the bag and realizing their order came from a random 7-Eleven kitchen instead of a real restaurant. That's how wild things got. And that was the whole issue. MrBeast was the face, sure, but the people actually cooking the food were anonymous line cooks in the back, juggling 10 different virtual brands at once. You had creators like Eddie Burback breaking down ghost kitchens and discovering single locations running dozens of different restaurants from the same tiny kitchen. Health inspectors didn't even know half of these brands existed. There wasn't any official system tracking how many ghost operations were out there or where they were hiding. So when someone ordered Beast Burger, they weren't getting some special MrBeast experience. They were getting whatever some stressed out cook could throw together while flipping between 44 Uber Eats tabs and hoping the frozen patties thawed in time. Luckily, Jimmy did start noticing the chaos once people began posting pictures of their messed up burgers. He'd reply directly, apologize, and offer refunds every time something nasty popped up. He even tightened the delivery radius in certain areas so people wouldn't end up with cold, soggy meals. But at the end of the day, he wasn't running the kitchens himself. He was locked into a deal with virtual dining concepts, and the only real power he had was dropping public apologies whenever something blew up. So he tried switching up the strategy. In 2022, they opened the first real full-control MrBeast Burger at the American Dream Mall in New Jersey. Over 10,000 people showed up. Cops had to step in, and staff started giving out wristbands just to manage the crowd. And unlike the Ghost Kitchen madness, this spot actually had a consistent kitchen, trained staff, real branding, and a solid dine-in vibe. Funny enough, that store is still open in 2025. Business Insider even reviewed it earlier this year. They said the food slapped, the atmosphere was fun, and the place basically felt like a giant MrBeast themed playground. So when Beast Burger was under direct control, it actually worked. But when it was scattered across hundreds of faceless ghost kitchens, you never knew what you'd get. Maybe a decent meal, or maybe a salmonella speed run. By mid-2023, Jimmy looked completely done with it. In June, a fan noticed his original Beast Burger launch video had quietly disappeared and asked if the brand was over. Jimmy replied, saying he was moving on from Beast Burger to focus on Feastables, and that he couldn't guarantee food quality because of the ghost kitchen setup.
Thousands of people crowded the American Dream Mall in East Rutherford for a restaurant opening.
YouTube star MrBeast, whose real name is Jimmy Donaldson, has more than 100 million subscribers, and now he's got a burger joint, his first brick-and-mortar restaurant.
Until now, the burgers were made in ghost kitchens and could only be ordered on delivery services, so some fans traveled from far away for the big grand opening.
I am absolutely stunned by the amount of people that have traveled here from cross-country, out of the country, and some have never even tried one of these burgers.
He even admitted he'd signed a bad deal and that the company running everything wouldn't let him shut the brand down, even though it was messing up his reputation. Those tweets disappeared fast, and that alone told everyone the situation was getting messy. Then July hit and Jimmy went all in. He sued Virtual Dining Concepts in federal court, accusing them of serving food people couldn't even eat, damaging his reputation, chasing new locations instead of fixing quality, and even trying to trademark MrBeast to block him from earning off his own brand. Basically, he was saying, I gave you my face, my name, and my clout, and they turned it into a meme for terrible food. From a moral angle, he actually had a point. Most regular customers didn't know what a ghost kitchen even was. They just saw MrBeast Burger, ordered a meal, and then opened the bag to find a cold, sad sandwich. They weren't thinking some random kitchen made it. They thought he made it. People didn't believe MrBeast served them bad food, but still, the backlash landed on him. But then the reverse hit a week later. Virtual Dining Concepts fired back with a $100 million countersuit. They said Jimmy's complaints defamed their company, that negative reviews were only a small percentage, and that his tweets blasted those problems into the spotlight. They claimed he tried to force his way out of the contract when he didn't get more control, and that he was the one acting greedy for leaving a successful business. Now you've got this strange situation where MrBeast is suing to shut down his own restaurant brand, while the company running it is suing to keep using his name and squeeze out more money. And meanwhile, fans are still out there ordering burgers, thinking it's some wholesome MrBeast project, while behind the scenes, it's just lawyers throwing chairs at each other. And from 2024 into 2025, the legal mess still hasn't cleared up. Beast Burger is still technically being operated by Virtual Dining Concepts, even though MrBeast has completely moved on and basically wants the whole thing gone forever. While all this drama was happening, the ghost kitchen industry itself started falling apart too. That same Business Insider report talking about Beast Burger also exposed the entire ghost kitchen world collapsing. Tons of virtual brands quietly shut down. Customers got tired of low-quality mystery meals made in kitchens they never heard of, and health inspectors couldn't keep track of anything anymore. Virtual Dining Concepts kept clinging to MrBeast as one of their last recognizable names, almost like a fading gaming team that still exists on paper, but everyone behind it is embarrassed to be involved. So heading into 2025, Beast Burger is basically done. A couple of ghost kitchens might still be running the brand. There's only one real location left, and MrBeast is still locked in a $100 million legal battle. At the end of the day, the whole project fell apart because growth became more important than quality, and once trust breaks, it's almost impossible to rebuild. So that's the full breakdown of the fall of MrBeast's Beast Burger. Have you ever tried it? Would you try it now? And do you think the whole thing was a failure? Make sure to like, share, and subscribe.